Good morning, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. What a great day. And it's a beautiful day. So, welcome to another episode of 10 Unedited Minutes with Marlena. And it's going to be a great day today because I'm a mother, it's Mother's Day, and I just think moms out there everybody deserves trophies because we sure do do a lot for people. But anyway, so what's on my mind today? Yesterday evening, my husband took me to a movie, and I have been dying to see this movie. And the movie is The Devil Wears Prada 2. And I'm not going to spoil it for anyone today, but I absolutely love The Devil Wears Prada 1. That's my favorite movie of all time. And last night, after watching the sequel, it got me to thinking. So, The Devil Wears Prada original came out in 2006, and 20 years later, the sequel comes out, which I think is absolutely crazy that it came out and is as good as it is. And the same, most of the same actors and actresses are in it. But I didn't really discover The Devil Wears Prada until I was trying to think of that last night. And I'm going to guess until about 2010, 2011. And that movie just had such an impact on me in a sense that Miranda is so confident and just a badass boss that just really, wants the fashion industry to succeed, right? And then you have Andy Sachs who comes in, and she's a true journalist, and she wants journalism to succeed. But in order for her to kind of get her foot in the door, she has to uh, get a job. I think it was kind of by accident. She got a job at this fashion magazine, totally out of her element. But she said, you know what? It's a good opportunity. I'm going to just suck it up and do it for a year. And, then hopefully I can get a job anywhere I want. So this is The Devil Wears Prada 1, by the way, just so you all are totally, sure. I'm not spoiling The Devil Wears Prada 2. So anyway, Andy, of course, takes that year and it totally transforms her life. She learns so much about the fashion industry, and I think one of the biggest things that she takes away from it is how confident dressing well makes you feel. And I think that's important for women, for men, anybody. If you put on a nice pair, a nice set of clothes and put some makeup on, you're going to feel more confident and you're just going to feel a lot better about yourself. So, and Miranda she doesn't give two shits about anybody. She only cares about that magazine, and her leadership style is abrasive, but deep down in she's a good person and wants her employees to succeed as well. So we're going to enter into The Devil Wears Prada 2. I'm not going to spoil it, I promise. But it left me totally, I was thinking when I left there, like, wow, it made an impact on me. And without spoiling it, Andy, she comes back, and of course everybody comes back and they're different, right? But they're mostly in the similar roles. And Andy is a journalist. She is an award-winning journalist. And by the way, I feel like I can relate to her because before I was a business owner, I was in the newspaper industry, and my last long stint in that industry was as an editor of a newspaper, and that 2.5-year stint opened my eyes to journalism and the importance of journalism. And today, if I look back, I just see, the decline in actual journalism, and it makes me really sad. So anyway, Andy is so super passionate about it, and in the end, she becomes the hero. But I'm not going to tell you how or why. But and Miranda, her confidence kind of faltered during the movie, but in the end, she, came out on top as well. And it just goes to show that if you are passionate about something and truly, truly, genuinely love it and want it to succeed, you will go to any length to make it happen. And that's what I took away from that movie last night was their confidence yet again, their passion yet again. And it was quite funny how, the two of them came together to do what they did. And you guys, you just have to go watch this movie. It's phenomenal. Um, and, to tie that in to motherhood, because today is Mother's Day. So I remember when my daughters were teenagers, and my oldest daughter, first of all, she's the biggest badass there is today. Do not fuck with her. She will, she has, I mean, she does things that I am terrified. Like if somebody challenges her in an aggressive way, she will stand up to it and she will probably, knock them down and then come and call me and cry about it. But anyway, I, on the other hand, think in my mind I could beat somebody's ass, but then when it comes down to it, I'm like cowering in a corner crying. But there was a time in early teenage years that my daughter would come home and she would cry because other kiddos were not so nice to her in school. My live just got flagged. Oh, I gotta watch what I say. I'm so sorry, TikTok. I did not mean to do that. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna hit okay. It's probably gonna get cut off. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Did it stop? Okay, I didn't. Okay, now I gotta watch what I say. You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that. Okay, you can't say that on TikTok, guys. I gotta be careful. But anyway, there was a time when my daughter would come home from school and other kiddos were not so nice to her. And her confidence was not quite there. And to me, as a mom, I truly just felt that if she could show more confidence, these kids would leave her alone. And so I got fed up with it one day and I didn't go to the principal, I didn't go to the teachers. I combated it myself. And her and I sat down and we watched this movie and I told her, I said, you have to sit here this whole hour and a half and you have to watch this movie. And I want you to watch this movie. The movie was The Blind Side, right? And I said, I want you to watch this movie and I want you to pay close attention to the mother in The Blind Side and then take away from it what you will. And she did. And I feel like, first of all, I feel like that might have been a bit of a mistake because she did walk away from it very confident, but now she's even more confident and could really get herself in trouble. However, I wouldn't want anybody else on my side than that girl because she is like Miranda, like Andy Sachs. She is passionate about whatever she does. And if she loves hard and she, hurts hard too. So I love that girl. And my second oldest daughter, man, like she had to deal with her older sister her whole life. So she could be just as much of a badass too. Am I allowed to say that? I'm like scared of what to say on here because TikTok like flew up this big red flag on me and now I'm like freaking out. See, my confidence has faltered. My confidence has faltered because TikTok said that I was speaking violent things, and I'm really sorry. I didn't. I'm not a violent person, I swear. Anyway, so that's all I got for you today. That movie last night that my husband took me to see was again very impactful. And if you really liked The Devil Wears Prada 1, then I totally recommend you go and see The Devil Wears Prada 2. It's well worth it. I couldn't wait for it to come out on a streaming service. I had to go see it. And it's been a long time since I've been to a movie theater, but I sure am glad that I went last night. So what else are we doing today? It's Mother's Day. I'm hoping my husband takes me to um, a greenhouse to get some flowers to plant around my house. So our favorite, well, I have a few favorites. Stratton's here in Bluffton. Susie Stratton is absolutely amazing. Women owned and very passionate about what she does. Um, oh my gosh, I can never think. Amherst Greenhouse. That's another favorite that I like to go to. That's over by Indian Lake, and their growth story is rooted in Christianity and just wanting to do the right thing, and it has exploded into this amazing, amazing company. That's another one. And then my bestie and I, we have gone now a couple times down to the Groovy Plant Ranch, which is just north of Sunbury, Ohio. It's about an hour and a half away from here, but again, they are pretty cool. I think they became big because they utilize TikTok a lot, and they just have some of these craziest plants, but that's what I like. I like finding, plants that you can't find anywhere else, and that's kind of what attracts me to that one. So let me finish that let me finish that thought. So I hope I get to go there and get some flowers today for my house. And finally, my daughter turned me onto this, but I will be making a trip to Seven Brew today because Seven Brew is giving out a koozie if you buy 2 drinks, and that's for Mother's Day. So I have to get to Seven Brew. I don't go to Seven Brew that often, but I will go for a free koozie. So you guys enjoy your day. All you mothers out there, bless you. Thank you for what you do. Hopefully your children or your puppies, yes, we have dog moms, or your puppies treat you well today and kind of pamper you and spoil you. So I love you. Pray for me. I will pray for you. And have the best day. We'll see you later.